All right, here we go. Everybody plays tonight in Major League Baseball. Let's do it. The Diamondbacks are back in Miami. Of course, they won last night. They'll try again tonight with Eduardo Rodriguez going. It will be Edward Cabrera for the Fish. Now, I told you this last week. I'm done going after Cabrera, Scotty. He's been very good for Miami his last 3 or 4 times out. Minus 130 for the Diamondbacks, plus $110 for the Fish, and a 7.5 here.
Yeah, I'm still on the Diamondbacks and Rodriguez, and it's not too juicy for me at $1.35.
It is not too juicy for you at that price, that's for sure. Next up, we will go to Washington. Not the most high-profile game on the slate tonight. The Rockies and the Nationals, 2 of the worst in the NL, getting together. And, man, a good gas can game as well. Austin Gomber and DJ Hers are the starting pitchers. Both of these guys have been torched so far this year. Minus 150 for Washington, plus $125 for Colorado, and a 7.5.
Over 8 and the Nats. Come on, Gomber Stabile can't beat anybody.
I am not one of the official Tater plays, Scotty, but I am going to play a couple guys in this game. Small, including this Chaparro, the rookie for Washington. He's hitting third tonight. Andres Chaparro, right-handed hitter, has a little bit of pop, hasn't homered yet. Gomber on the mound, lefty, gives up tons of homers. I'm going to take a shot with him tonight in that game. Chaparro for the Nats. All right, next, Cincinnati and Toronto again, north of the border. Carson Spires and Jose Berrios tonight, minus 130 for the Jays, plus 110 for the Reds, and an 8.5.
I mean, didn't the Reds beat them last night? I'm going back to the well, and especially at that price. Spires can beat Berrios, plus $1.05.
Berrios gives up lots of long balls, too. Nice to see him on a Tater Tuesday, your boy. And I've seen some nice prices for Ellie out there, Scotty, if we'd like to see him step up and maybe hit a homer. The Guardians and the Yankees, 2 best records in the American League in the Bronx, will be Matthew Boyd against Louis Heel tonight. Minus 155 for the Yanks, plus $1.30 for Cleveland, and an 8.5.
I mean, it's unbelievable to me, but I got to take the Guardians at that price, at plus $1.30 over Heel. I just don't believe in him. I think he hit a wall, and I think the Yankees are very beatable in the Bronx, and I'll take Cleveland.
And also, this Boyd is the type of soft-tossing lefty that'll go in there tonight and he'll shut the Yankees down. You watch. This Boyd that nobody sees, everybody else hits him.
He's not giving up anything.
Another night at Citi Field. Mets with the walk-off last night with Francisco Alvarez. Tonight, the Dean Kramer, Coffee and Kramer for the Orioles. Jose Quintana goes for the Mets, minus 115 for them, minus 105 for the Birds, and an 8.5.
Yeah, I think Coffee and Kramer's been so bad, but Quintana's no better than he is. And I'll take the Orioles at that price. They got walked off last night, and tonight they win at minus $1.05 over Quintana at Queens, at Citi.
Yeah, I like that up, and away for that tonight, Scotty. I think that both guys can get smacked around a little bit. I don't think you'll see what you saw last night. Phillies and the Braves, big 3 games in Atlanta starting tonight. Zach Wheeler and Ronaldo Lopez are the starters, minus 155 for the Phillies on the road, plus $1.30 for the Braves, and an 8.5.
I'll run line it with Wheeler and the Phillies at plus 110.
The Brewers, of course, are running away and hiding in the NL Central. The Cardinals are one of those teams in the chase. Frankie Montas and Eric Fetty, the pitching matchup tonight. Cards are favored, minus 120. Even money for the Brewers, who are just coming off sweeping Cleveland. 7.5 is the total.
So I bet that Phillies game this morning. I also bet this game. I bet the Brewers and Montas at Busch. And I got him at even money. And I might have even got him at plus $1.05. So I'm on the Brewers tonight at Busch over the Cardinals.
There you go. Brewers tonight in that one. The Tigers are in Wrigley Field tonight in Chicago against the Cubbies. It will be Javier Assad going for the Cubs. The Tigers have become this team now in the league where they don't announce who their starter is, basically because they use an opener almost every single night that Skubal doesn't pitch now. So who knows who the Tigers will start this game with, Brisky or whoever. Minus 150 for the Cubs, plus $1.25 for Detroit, and a 7.5.
Bubby Brisky. Give me the Cubs and your boy Assad on the north side of Chicago. Both of these teams have the same record. I'll still take the Cubs. I don't like that juice, so I'm going to go run line at plus 143. Give me the Cubbies tonight in Chicago.
Mitch, don't call me Helen Keller for the Pirates tonight in Arlington, of course, looking to bounce back. What was it, last time out, Scotty, in San Diego, where he got hammered last time he pitched? Cody Bradford is going for the Rangers tonight, who are minus 150, plus 125 for the Buccos, and an 8.5. How about this? I'm on the Buccos tonight in Arlington against Bradford.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm on Bradford. He's unbeaten. I like him on the run line at plus $1.50. Pirates will get swept in Arlington like everywhere else they go.
Oh, not with Skeens going tomorrow. They can't get swept in Arlington. Come on now. We got to at least win the Skeens starts. We can't be giving those up now here this late in the season. Angels are in Kansas City still against the Royals. Tyler Anderson and Cole Reagans, the starters tonight. Minus 190 for KC, plus $1.60 for Anaheim, and an 8.5.
Ronald Reagan's going for the Royals at the K. Automatic run line, plus $1.05 KC.
Red Sox and the Astros at Minute Maid. Ronel Blanco and Nick Pivetta, starters tonight. Astros minus 115, minus 105 for the Sox, and an 8.5.
I got it as a pick 'em. I bet the Astros this morning over the Red Sox again. I like Blanco.
Blanco there tonight. Of course, the Astros have been smoking hot as they get ready for Boston there. All right, late night games. Minnesota in San Diego. Get some soft serve ice cream in the helmet. Bailey Ober and Martin Perez tonight. Minus 115 for the Twins, minus 105 for the Padres, and a 7.5.
I bet on Bailey Ober again. 10 consecutive quality starts for Ober. He's been awesome for the Twins. He's been, frankly, their best pitcher. Martin Perez has had 2 good starts with San Diego. I still say Ober beats him. I bet Minnesota this morning on a ticket. Give me the Twins.
The Rays in Oakland at the dump after losing 3-0 last night. Tonight they will try again with Shane Baz. It'll be Joey Estes for Oakland. Minus 125 for Tampa, plus 105 for the A's at a 7.5.
I like the Rays tonight in the ashtray, and that price isn't bad.
Price is not bad. I think that they counted, you were able to count on one hand last night the amount of people that were at that A-Ray game at the dump. I saw some pictures on social media. I think there was 8 or 9 people in the entire place last night in Oakland. It was truly pathetic and a shame.
Embarrassing.
It was completely embarrassing. We've, of course, discussed this at length, but that reminded me, I saw that picture last night, 10 people at the game.
I mean, what do they have? Like, do they literally have like one concession stand open in the whole stadium?
That's the thing. Like, how could you have people even working there, right? Because there's nobody there to buy anything. There's nobody there
to pay them
to do anything. Like you say, there's got to be everyone who wants a dog. You got to go behind the first baseline. There's nothing else open. You can't. Like, it's sad. It really is. Across the bay, it wasn't much better, but there were some people there. White Sox and the Giants tonight. Davis Martin and Robbie Ray, the pitching matchup, minus 255. Heavy lumber of the night for the Giants, plus 210 for the White Sox at a 7.5.
I mean, over and Giants run line?
Yeah, probably. I guess. The Yankees are the only team that I would try with the White Sox if they'd win a game in the series. I'm not going to try it with anybody else because they probably will lose to everyone else. And finally, Seattle and the Dodgers in L.A. Bryce Miller and Walker Buehler go at it tonight. Minus 155 Dodgers, plus $1.30 for the Mariners. It's 8.5. I'm probably going to run out of time. You could pick this up, Scotty, after the break if you like.
Well, no. I mean, I took Seattle at plus 130. I bet him this morning. I bet on Miller. He's had about 7 great starts in a row. He's been going deep into games. He's been one of their best pitchers. I say upsets the Dodgers and stocks their 1-6 skid.